we're going to practice writing capital letters and their matching lowercase. All the letters we're going to write today all have an anti-clockwise movement, which means they're going to go backwards. Today we're going to practice A, K, D, G, A, and the digraph Q. As you can see, all of these letters have an anti-clockwise movement. They all go backwards. When we come to Q, there's something very special I have to tell you about that letter, because this is a digraph Q, but we're only going to focus on this one letter right here, and that's the letter Q. So let me just take these off, and we will start with our very first one, which is this one right here. The sound it makes, A. A. Letter name, A. Pop that right there for you. Now, let's start with the lowercase. And you remember that this is how we write it. You go around the apple, up and down the leaf. Let's do that. Now, when we're writing it, I do not want us to fill the entire line like that. Around the apple, up and down the leaf. Because then when we do our capital letter, which I'll show you in a few minutes, it will be exactly the same size. So, no. Let's move on from that. When you're going to write the A, the letter A, you want to start about halfway between the two lines. Let me show you. So you're going to go around the apple, up and down the leaf. Finger space, let's try another one. Around the apple, up and down the leaf. One more. Around the apple, up and down the leaf. Now let me show you what the capital letter looks like. So it starts at the top and it sits tall. You're going to go down, down, and across. Almost like you're drawing a triangle. It looks a bit like that. Finger space, let's try another one. Down, down, and across. One more. Down, down, and across. Now let's put them together and you will see the difference in size, because you need to make sure that your capital letter sits tall and your lowercase letter is smaller than that one and it sits on the line. Okay, let's start with the capital letter. Down, down, and across. A. Lowercase about halfway, so it wants to start about the same height as that bit that goes across. Around the apple, up and down the leaf. Finger space, let's try another one. Down, down, and across. And we're going to do our lowercase. Remember, around the apple. You want to start about the same level as that line. Around the apple, up and down the leaf. Give that one a go at home. Our next sound and letter that we're going to practice, K. And on the back we've got our caterpillar. Curl around the caterpillar. Curl around the caterpillar. Let's pop that there. Let's start with our letter that we know. And remember, we do not want it to fill the line like that, because that's actually how we write it as a capital. So let's just take that out, and we're going to do our lowercase letter. It starts halfway, just like when we were doing A. Curl around the caterpillar, and it sits on the line. Halfway, curl around the caterpillar. It sits on the line, curl around the caterpillar. And that's our small one. Now let's do our capital letter. Now it looks exactly the same. It's just bigger. So start at the top, curl around the caterpillar. See that? Much bigger, and that's a capital. That's why we don't need to fill the line. Finger space, curl around the caterpillar. Curl around the caterpillar. Now let's put them together. Ready for this one? Curl around the caterpillar. That's your capital K. Now let's do the small lowercase one that sits on the line. Start about halfway. Curl around the caterpillar. And you can see straight away, that's the capital K. And that's the lowercase K, the small one. Let's do it again, finger space. Curl around the caterpillar. Curl around the caterpillar. Give that a go at home. All right, the next one we're going to do is D. D. Letter name, D, sound, D. And we know that when we're writing this, you're going to go around the dinosaur's bottom, up his tall neck, and down to his feet. Around the dinosaur's bottom, up his tall neck, and down to his feet. Let's pop that there. So let's start with the letter we know. And we're going to start about halfway between the two lines. Around the dinosaur's bottom, up his tall neck, and down to his feet. Finger space, let's try another one. Halfway between the two lines. Around the dinosaur's bottom, up his tall neck, and down to his feet. One more. Around the dinosaur's bottom, up his tall neck, and down to his feet. D. The letter D. Now let me show you what it looks like as a capital. It actually looks different. So you're going to go down and curl around. Look at that. It definitely looks different. You know that this is the capital and that's the smaller letter. Finger space. Let's try another one. Down and curl around. One more. Down and curl around. Now let's pop them side by side together. So let's start with the capital. Down, curl around. Now let's do the small lowercase d. Around the dinosaur's bottom, up his tall neck, and down to his feet. So you go around the dinosaur's bottom about halfway between the two lines, and it's about half the size of that. Finger space. Down, curl around. Then around the dinosaur's bottom, up his tall neck, and down to his feet. Try that one at home. Okay, the next letter and sound we're going to practice is G. G. And when we write it, you know, you go around her face, down her hair, and give her a curl. Round her face, down her hair, and give her a curl. So let's start with the letter that we know. We start up here, and we do not want it to fill the line like that. Yeah? Let's just put a line through that, and let's try it again. So we're going to start about halfway between the two lines. So you're going to go round her face, down her hair, and give her a curl. Finger space. Round her face, down her hair, and give her a curl. One more. Round her face, down her hair, and give her a curl. Now, this is the sound G, but the letter name is G. And let me show you what the capital G looks like, because it looks very different to this one. So you're going to start at the top, curl around, up, down, and line. Curl around, up, down, and line. Again, curl around, up, down, and line. Now let's put them both together so you can see what they look like. Now that's the capital G, letter name G. Curl around, up, down, and line. Let's do the smaller one. Around her face, down her hair, and give her a curl. Finger space. Curl around, up, down, line. Round her face, down her hair, and give her a curl. And you want to get that bit about the same height as that part of the capital. Give it a go at home. Right, the next letter we're going to try is the letter O. The sound it makes me know is O. Picture on the back, you can see, oh, upside down, is an orange. And you go all around the orange. All around the orange. Let's pop that there. And let's practice, first of all, writing the letter that we all know and love. And remember, we're not filling the whole line this time, all around the orange. No. Let's just do that. So we're going to start about halfway between the two lines, which is about there. All around the orange. All around the orange. And could you do another one right there? All around the orange. Now, when it's a capital letter, it actually does fill the whole line. Look at this. All around the orange. All around the orange. Capital sits tall and proud. All around the orange. Now let's put them both together and you will see the size difference. Let's start with our capital. All around the orange. And then our lowercase small letter O, the O sound. All around the orange. Do you see that? Capital, small. Figure space, let's do another one. All around the orange. All around the orange. There we go. Give that one a go at home. The last one we're going to do is this one. Now remember, that's the digraph Q, but we're only going to focus on this letter right here, which is the letter Q. When it's in the digraph, it's Q, but we're going to focus on the letter Q right there. And remember, when we write it, you go, this is a queen. Round her head, up past her earrings. She's got some very fetching earrings there. Oh, what in the Pat Butcher is going on? Round her head, up past her earrings, and down her hair. So, round her head, up past her earrings, and down her hair. Let's pop that there. Let's write the letter that we all know. So remember, it starts about halfway. Round her hair, up past her earrings. It's So write round her head, up past her earrings and down her hair. Finger space. Round her head, up past her earrings and down her hair. That wee flick at the end. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So around her head, up past her earrings and down her hair. Now let me show you what the capital letter looks like because it's different and it looks like this. It looks a little bit like when we were writing the A, but it's not. Okay, I'm going to curl around and a dash. See that? Curl around and a dash. Curl around and a dash. Qu. Okay, that's the letter Q. Let's put them both together. Curl around and a dash. And let's do that one. Round her head, up past her earrings and down her hair. Ooh, they look different, don't they? Curl around and dash. Round her head, up past her earrings, down her hair. There we go. Give that one a go at home.